Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Sword of the Stars 2. Don't panic, we haven't missed anything since the last episode. This is a new recording session and I just clicked through the turn and we have a combat. So if you remember last episode, we were preparing to defend here against the zombie scavengers, and we're also getting ready to maybe take over this system if the Tarkas lose it. So let's do this fight. Okay, they're coming for us in this direction. So let's just make sure that... Alright, so this is going to be a little tricky. First of all, command. Let's make sure the command ship is not there. Let's make sure all of our armor cruisers are together. That's okay. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I want. No. This is not... Alright, this is not the outcome that I wanted. I was hoping to intercept their command ship, and it looks like I got stuck with their armor cruisers. And I was kind of hoping that they would continue running around this way, but now that they've gotten close to my planet, we've engaged, and I'll never catch up to them. So... but I kind of have to fight them off here because otherwise they're going to come for the station and then I will no longer have a foothold in the system. So we kind of have to make the most out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 versus 8. They've got more guns. We're a little bit more durable, but not that much. We're probably going to take quite a beating here. Oh, they've just got like a million missiles. Well, let's see what we can do. So... Here are our ships. So you can see the... Yeah, this guy's gonna take most of the beating. Let's see if we can spread the damage out evenly. It's pretty bad. He's only lost the front section. Alright. So, fortunately, they're wasting, quote-unquote, some of their missile shots. Oh, they've got... These are... Fortunately, these are not armor cruisers. These are... Maybe... What are these? These are battle rider carriers. Oh... Well, that's good. So these are not full armor cruisers. Okay, this is dangerous. I gotta take care of this right away. And I gotta make sure my guys aren't all behind. So this is the space bulldozer, and if you are behind it, it can use its special weapon attack to just blast all of your ships out of the system. So we don't want that to happen. The AI knows to use it, and it knows how to use it. So I'm going to do my best to keep my ships. By the way, the reason it's being punted around because these default cruisers were using mass drivers, which kind of push the ships around. So it's kind of hard to not keep my ships behind it. I'm doing the best I can. It's also a good idea. It's also worth it. This is a bad position. I don't want to be behind him. Let's see if I can split these up. I feel like any moment now he's going to use... I mean, he should use it right now. I know that it's in range, but I guess the AI isn't for some reason using it. It's a good thing to target this ship because this is the most, it's the most expensive ship, so in terms of just doing economic damage to their strike force here, you know, if you can kill this ship, then you've done the most damage. So it's definitely a good target. Good, we got it. Now let's see how many other ships we can take out. How are we doing? We still have all our ships. This one here has lost its... now I don't need to worry about my positioning anymore. This ship has lost its main section, so if we can take out one more, we will destroy it. Yeah, so it looks like the AI here is not using armor cruisers. It's got battle rider carriers, but they're empty because they haven't built the battle riders yet. But they still sent the fleet in for some reason. So that's very good. That's the only reason that our ships are still in one piece, is because basically these ships don't have... They're missing like all their firepower. So, you know, I guess that's good. It's bad news because it means later they're probably going to come at us with tons of battle riders, which can be very powerful and very scary. But hopefully by then we'll have point defense. Speaking of point defense, alright, so the combat is over. Unfortunately, I mean, they might retreat next turn. Maybe they were just on a strike mission, I forget. Or if it was like an invade mission. We didn't kill their command ship though. So basically they can keep operating. And although we didn't lose any ships, we certainly took a beating. And I don't know what we can repair. Yeah, we have... Yeah, well, the command ship is fine. Let's repair this guy, I guess. Now, I'm surprised that... Oh, maybe... Well, let's see. I should be able to create a new fleet here. Could be a skeptic. I have to have a command ship. My reserve. I do have a command. I should have... What happened to these? I had... That is very weird. I definitely had in reserve here an extra command ship and 2 repair cruisers, and apparently they've just disappeared. So that's really annoying. I really don't know what happened to them. Alright, well that's annoying. And of course they killed the colony again, which is, you know, unfortunate. Well, that's really annoying. I guess I'm going to rebuild. I wanted some repair and salvage ships because I need them. Otherwise, you know, eventually that fleet's going to get whittled down. I guess, yeah, let's build 4 repair cruisers. And later we want to... let's make sure our trade is okay before we... Yeah, we're good on trade. Yeah, I guess that's very strange. I was really counting on those repair ships to be there to help heal up these this fleet. Oh well. So yeah, as expected, the Suul'ka kind of have moved on. Actually, they're moving on to Uxor. Now, if we look at the time it's going to take them, it's going to take them 14 turns. So why is that? Because they had originally, their mission clearly was go strike at Uxor. They had already plowed this path, this node line from Bronze and Alpha to Barrett, and then they were just pre-programmed to go to Uxor. But this one they had to plow. They had to dig this node line. But I killed their boar ship, but they didn't cancel the order. So basically, this fleet is going to do nothing for 14 turns. It's going to get to Uxor, and honestly, I might not even need to put a defensive fleet there because Uxor is so developed that its planet missiles are just going to like destroy this fleet. I probably will send a fleet because I don't want it to destroy my stations. They might get destroyed. So still, okay. So construction. Let's build construction. Oh, I already sent a mission here to build the construction. To build the naval fleet, so we don't need to worry about that. Now here, it's not letting me... that's annoying. I can't colonize this because it's still technically being controlled by another race. I'm gonna send the colony... how do I want to do this? Alright, I'll hold off for 1 turn. I'm going to send the colonization fleet here to recolonize, to recolonize Barrett.
No worries, Commander.
Remember, it was wiped out by the asteroids. I can, in the meantime, upgrade the civilian stations, so my construction fleets have something to do. We're running a bit of a budget, a bit of a deficit here, which is actually not good. Well, we're not in the capitalist sort of government yet, so we're not taking a huge morale hit. Our stimulus, we're not making enough money to do any stimulus, so that's inevitable. The reason we're hemorrhaging funds here is because we're building these repair cruisers, which I want to get here as soon as possible. So that's why we're losing money, but I want to get this fleet repaired quickly. All right, let's end turn. Actually, we're losing money because we're building those ships and because a huge chunk of our budget is going to terraforming Altera.
They finished the new outpost, Director.
Okay, so finally we finished that station. So when the whenever this colonization fleet, I'm just going to tell it to cancel the mission now.
This party is over, people.
So that it will prompt me to, like, in case it was still gonna do a few trips, that way it'll stop next time it gets back to Cetus and I can relocate it there. Okay, we should be done building the ships. Yep. So let's relocate the last of these repair cruisers.
Look lively, folks.
Alright, so in terms of tech and everything, here we go. It should allow me to colonize this later. Let's see, what is the hazard rating? Oh, it's pretty good. So actually what I am gonna do is, first of all, I guess we're still losing money because we're upgrading trade stations. Yeah, economically we're not doing so well here. I probably should not have spent all that money upgrading the station at this point. It was a bit of a waste. Okay, Barrett is back on its feet. Can you colonize this right away? Apparently not. Okay, let's repair these ships. You notice we had a lot more repair kind of points because we now have these repair cruisers in orbit. I really don't know what happened to those other repair cruisers. It's kind of concerning, actually. Okay, we should be out of deficit next turn. Not quite. Maybe 2 more turns.
System update.
Alright, this colonization fleet is back. I'm gonna send it to colonize Cuthbert right away, because in the grand scheme of things, that's more important. Although economically, I really need to get to work on Altera, but I'll do that with this other colonization fleet, which is making its way back here. Now, I kind of need... right now, I only have the one fleet, and so it can only defend one system. We've upgraded our civilian station here, but because our budget is really tight, I'm gonna hold off on... Well, we're gonna be positive. Yeah, let's get the stimulus back up. All right, we can afford it. We're gonna build the stations. I mean the modules. So there we go. Automatic to get everything up and running. Then docks for the rest. Okay, next turn. We need to get the science going again, is I guess the main issue here. This construction fleet, when it's done, is going to go build a naval yard at Cuthbert.
Another world for humanity, Commander.
Okay, Cuthbert, which by the way is appears to be well set up for producing ships. Will I ever be able to colonize this? Maybe. Yeah, this could be a military system. I won't. So I won't commit to overpopulation at this point. Build the naval
Orders received.
station.
We'll start building right away.
I think we can finally repair everything here. Yep. All right, fully repaired. If I have money, I'll build a second fleet. But right now, I think the priority has to be to get... let's get our stimulus going again. And let's get some science going. Even though it's not a lot. So, can we do both? I think so. Yeah, we're balanced. We've got a bit of science going again. So I don't think... Oh, so we were able somehow to get some freighters going. So let's take advantage of those new freight lines. Yeah, why is this colonization fleet not supporting Barrett? No, you should... Barrett, I think, is fine. Even if it's not fine, it's much more important that you go support Ultera. So relocate there.
Pick up your gear, folks.
And we need
You're going to your
to
base.
finish digesting this system. Right now, I'm feeling like so I guess we're kind of trapped. We were not able to expand. Oh, we have slavers. Yeah, so slavers is like a unfortunate... It's like a random event that just kind of happens. And I think because we are next to the Suul'ka, there's an increased chance that it happens. Fortunately, this is a developed world, and so the missiles are just enough to basically destroy these ships. Although they did manage to... One of the ships, I think, took some slaves. It basically, it reduces your population by a little bit. But on a newly colonized world, then that could be...
One of our colonies is
they could wipe out the
self-sufficient
colony, right? Okay, Cuthbert. Let's continue the support for Cuthbert. Construction 2 is finished. Alright, so here we go. Who is this? The Morigi. Okay, the Morigi are coming to scout Cuthbert. Let's hope they're friendly. We've got a construction fleet there. I think we are going to send them to build just a basic civilian station here.
We'll get the job done,
I
Director.
think that would be the most appropriate thing, because I don't want to... Upgrading this other civilian station is just going to cost a lot more money than building a new level 1 civilian station. Yeah. So our economy has really been hampered by the lack of real estate. We really haven't been able to expand much. But I still had to build all the ships that I built, which is like 2 full fleets of colonizers, was kind of assuming I'd be able to expand more, and I haven't been able to expand more. So I feel like I'm stuck with a lot of maintenance for ships that maybe I didn't need that many ships that early, given the little real estate that I had. But of course, I had no way of knowing that at the time. Okay, I'm trying to think now, do I want to keep this fleet headquartered at Barrett or at Cuthbert? I think for now we'll keep it here, because in a few turns it's going to need to go to Uxor to finally kill off this fleet. Maybe afterwards we relocate it to Barrett. How are we doing in terms of the budget? Yeah, we can accumulate a bit of a... I don't want to accumulate a surplus. What I want to do is actually get science going here. I want to know if we have a chance at getting missile point defense. If we can't, pirates. That's surprising. Although there are some sort of random events that can increase the chance of getting pirate raids. So a pirate will basically always succeed in killing 1 freighter. So it's not a huge... excuse me, it's not like a huge loss, but it is an annoyance. Alright, 72%, so we're probably going to get this.
Yes, Director.
Let's do
We'll
it.
start right away.
23 turns is a long time. I think we'll have to pump a lot of our economy into that. Let's bump this up. Alright, 7 turns for these guys. That's okay. Meanwhile, we're finally digesting Altera up there. Budget looks good. Okay. So after we get microfusion drives, by the way, microfusion drives, which is the technology you need to get on the way to missile point defense, just boosts your missiles in general,
A new
makes them
way station has
faster,
been built, Command.
which is good. So it's just a good technology to have in general. Okay, here this system is going to need 3 police cruisers.
Construction project initiated.
Construction here is finished. Okay, we're gonna lose a bit of money because we're building the police cruisers. I'm actually going to, instead of spending my money on more stations. So here's the thing, my trade network is not yet saturated with freighters. So I don't need to increase the dock capacity by upgrading these stations yet. I still have room to expand. So I'm gonna save the money now because I really need to invest in research so that I can break out of here. That is going to be more important to my economy in the medium term than building up my trade capacity in the next few turns. There's like no rush. And besides, as Altera gets digested, then I'll actually just have more money to play with. Okay, 5 turns. By the way, how long will it take to get here? Yeah, just 1 turn. So it says travel time 2 turns, but that's because it's including the return trip as well. So we can just send, so that's what's nice about Soul Force. They can get to neighboring systems in 1 turn. Whereas in the early game, Lear, 2 alien fleets. Oh no, that's the Moriki here scouting us. A race like the Lear, it might take 3 or 4 turns to make this trip, which is, so it makes logistics in the early game a bit of a pain. A lot of a pain, actually.
System update.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Now I haven't actually checked this, but can I get here in 1 turn? I should be able to. So we're gonna send the fleet from Barrett. Yeah, we can get there.
Mission acknowledged.
Hopefully we can
Command.
protect
We're on
Cuthbert, so
patrol.
hopefully we can intercept them before they destroy us. Let's mothball this construction fleet to save every little bit that we can. Let's check trade freighters. Do we need to increase goods production? Yep, here we need to increase production of goods. Why are we still losing money? I guess we were building station parts. This doesn't need to be that high. And I guess I'm pumping a lot into science. Let's turn this down a bit just so we get out of deficit spending, because there's no reason to at this point. Alright, so next turn we should have a quick combat, and let's see what happens then. And I think we'll end the episode after that. So, I didn't even look what they're attacking with. Let's, we should see it here. They're attacking with, it's not a full fleet. 2 supply, 2 random, yeah, this is like a random fleet. I think we'll be fine. They're coming from here. Our planet is there. I think we can just, I guess we're patrolling, so I can't. Why can't? Well, whatever. Let's just do the fight. I mean, I have time to readjust, but it's weird. When I was clicking, it wasn't letting me place them. I must be doing something wrong. Alright, let's get the command ship back. Ugh. Well, honestly, I mean, they might shoot a quick missile off, but I should be able to deal with these ships. So, for some reason, we're all in a line. Like, if they shot missiles at the planet, they would probably wipe out the colony, because it's such a new colony, but I really can't do much about it. Let's go close to attack, just so that we get a good sort of alpha strike on this leading ship. What kind of ships are these in front? Oh, these are the battle riders. Okay. So they actually have finally managed to get some battle riders. So are they sending the battle riders? Oh, they're probably sending them after the command ship. This is weird. What kind of layout is this? I'm kind of confused. Alright, you know what? We are not going to... Alright, so a few things have happened. Oh no, I thought... Sorry, I misread that. So yes, these are battle riders. They've destroyed the colony already. That was inevitable. What I'm going to try to do in the rest of this combat is see if I can get their command ship. So, battle riders, pretty powerful. I mean, they're weaker one-on-one compared to a cruiser, but a cruiser can carry 3 battle riders, right? And they're pretty small and maneuverable, so they're hard to hit. Now, I have beamers, these green beam weapons, so they have a pretty good chance of shooting at the battle riders. But as you can see, even so, I still have not actually successfully destroyed a battle rider, because I really don't have any point defense. So as soon as we get point defense, that would be nice. I'm gonna tell everybody to roll, so that these missiles get spread on a different face. I'm also going to... So here's like, you know, the automatic behaviors here are not always very smart, right? So I told them to close to attack, but they were like kind of following them in an arc, whereas it would have been faster if they just pathed this way to intercept. So sometimes it's just better to go neutral and tell your ships manually what to do. I think 2 minutes is going to be enough time, but it might be close. I don't know if we'll get... I don't know if we'll get this this command ship. Maybe. I don't know. Because they're fast. My only chance is that if... So, fortunately the lead ship here has a laser. But, yeah, see, my ships are having a... Just the Suul'ka are the fastest race, and so my cruisers just cannot catch up to this cruiser. Now I do have a ship here with a laser heavy turret, so it's gonna land most of its hits, and I'm telling them to aim at their engines, but it would be, you know, it probably isn't gonna cause enough damage. Now they're running out of space. I don't know, it's gonna be close. I still don't think I'm gonna be able to knock out this fleet. Oh, they're turning around for some inexplicable reason. I've lost a cruiser back there. It was one of the armor cruisers we started with. Okay, because they ran out of real estate, they ran into the sun basically. I think I will be able to... We will be able to take this. We should. 44 seconds should be enough time. Okay, we've killed one of the sections, the mission section. We're gonna aim for the engines. There we go, got it. Okay, we've got 30 seconds left. Let's do as much damage as possible. Let's see if we can take out another ship, maybe a supply ship. Now I don't need to worry so much about the precise positioning, so close to attack is fine. So, because most of the weapons in this fleet are still the ballistic weapons, I'm like pushing the ship away from my ships with the bullets, and then I've got to go catch up to it. I wasn't able to kill it. That's unfortunate. Well, we got the command ships, so that's good. That means whatever their original mission was, they're gonna have to turn back.
System update.
I lost one armor cruiser, but that's
These colonists won't
okay.
need any more fleet support, Director.
Command,
We
mission
were
is
able to
complete.
colonize Cuthbert. We
Returning
lost
to
it just
base.
this turn, but we were able to colonize it long enough that we got the naval station built. Now they've got another fleet coming, but this fleet has even fewer ships in it, so I'm gonna have Fleet 1 stay here an extra turn. In other words, I'm not gonna cancel this patrol mission. How long do these have? 3 turns. So 1, 2, 3. In theory, I might be able to make it back here in time, but I might just leave this system to fend for itself, which it should be able to do with its planet missiles. Okay, let's adjust our economy slider here. I'm leaving this as 150 because I'm going to make a new armor cruiser. Might as well make it in Cuthbert. Yeah, I mean in Barrett. We're going to make a new Le Terrible armor cruiser
Shipyards
to
gearing
replace
up.
the one that we lost. And that's it. Okay, so that's going to be it for this turn, and that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.